My fellow Americans, I will resist the temptation to brag about what the twins got me for Father's Day this year, as I have the previous 6 years. So as not to keep you in mystery, I will say the girls somehow managed to find the time to get me an awesome present while they were honoring graduation parties the world over, including Paraguay. This morning, the twins presented me with a set of shot glasses that say, #1 U.S. President in the world. That's an honor, on a par with the reception I got in Albania a week ago. But today, I'm not going to brag about what great kids I got and what smarts they brandish by not rushing into military service or any other kind of regular employment, and in keeping their options wide open. Keeping my own options wide open as a young man is what made me what I am today.
Today, however, I'm going to address the children of America who have no fathers on account of terrorists, insurgents, and Al-Qaeda types. I never found out how many dads were hideously killed on September 11th, but I'm told there was a lot.
And know that your fathers who died in flames, jumped out of a 100-story window, died of smoke inhalation, or were squashed when the buildings imploded, died heroes. And if the authorities never found your dad's remains, because my good friend Rudy Giuliani had the rubble from 9/11 carted off before we could investigate it, then know wherever the rubble and your dad's remains were dumped, I'm sure they're in a better place. My heart especially goes out to the thousands of children who lost daddies in Iraq, Afghanistan, and perhaps in Tennessee when that drag racer spun out and drove into that crowd, killing 4 people. I guess I should also be honoring by obliquely mentioning the fathers who have lost children in those same tragedies, but there's only so much honoring you can do before it stops being special, so I'll mention you all next year. But to you kids who lost daddies in war, take heart. They died defending what is near and dear to us all. Halliburton's pipelines, Iraq's oil and natural gas fields, and the great nation of Israel. Some old foreign poet, my speechwriter tells me, wrote something like, Dulce et decorum est pro patria mori, which translates to something like, it's really cool to die for your country and commander-in-chief. He must have been a very wise man from an old immigrant. Frankly, I don't know why they went. If I had the choice between going to war when there wasn't a draft and spending time with my kids, hell, I wouldn't enlist. Especially since we all know now that Saddam didn't have them nukes or was taking warm showers with Osama bin Laden. But know this, that your daddies also died by the thousands for all these years, so we could execute one tyrant who didn't turn out to be the good guy that Reagan and my daddy thought he was. That's got to count for something. So think of that next time you're in the backyard throwing a baseball up in the air and catching it because you ain't got no one to throw it to you. Or when your mom has to take you to a father and son picnic or some such event. In closing, I have signed an executive order naming America Fatherland until such time as it's no longer Father's Day. I do not know how long that will be, but it may surprise you to know how long Father's Day may last this year.
1, 2, 3.
He's a loser, ain't no mind what he says. He's a loser, he's got rocks in both his hands. He's a loser, he can't win, can't play a show. He's a loser, and you know